Thank you for joining Motivational Monday, brought to you by The Bridge Builder. I'm excited to be sharing with you this morning some motivation to keep you going towards success. And as I thought about this and thought about being motivated and thought about success and thought about how we obtain success, I believe that many of us fail to realize that success comes at a cost. And in order to gain success, in order to achieve success, we have to be willing to pay the price. And as I thought about this, I thought about the fact that many of us, when we go into a store, we go to purchase something, we go in and we realize we have to have some cash in hand to purchase that. We realize that anything we're going to buy from the grocery store or our favorite shopping mall or anything we're going to buy in electronics, it's going to take cash to purchase it. Yet for many of us, we approach success empty-handed. And because we approach success empty-handed, we walk around with our hands empty because we haven't grasped any of the goals that we want to achieve because we haven't been willing to pay the price. So today, I want to give you another acronym, and the acronym is PRICE. So how do you pay the price? The P stands for prioritize. You have to determine what is important to you. The reason that many of us are unsuccessful and the reason that many of us have not obtained the success that we desire is because we haven't prioritized the things that are most important. So we allow ourselves to get scatterbrained. We allow ourselves to get distracted. We allow ourselves to get caught up in things that don't matter, people that don't matter, opinions that don't matter. And we have not prioritized our time and our focus. And as a result, we have not been able to obtain success. So the P stands for prioritize. The R in price stands for risk. Listen, there is no reward without any risk. You're going to have to step outside of yourself. You're going to have to do some things that you thought you would never do. You're going to have to invest some money that you thought you'd never invest. You're going to have to put something into it. You're going to have to walk in some directions that you never thought you'd walk and do some things you never have done before. In order to obtain the success that you want to obtain, you have to take risk. So we're talking about paying the price. P, you have to prioritize. R, you have to take some risk. I, you have to be willing to be inconvenienced. You know, this is something I have to work on personally. I've been thinking about some things I want to accomplish, some successes I want to achieve. And one of the things I've realized is I have to be willing to inconvenience myself. That means I have to be willing to wake up earlier than I typically want to wake up. That means I have to sometimes stay up later than I want to stay up. I got to be willing to inconvenience myself in order to accomplish success. I have to be willing to go out of my way. I have to be willing to step outside of my pattern sometimes in order to obtain success. So when you're talking about paying the price for success, you have to prioritize. You have to take risk. You have to inconvenience yourself. And the C stands for contend. In order to accomplish success, you have to be willing to contend with doubt. I promise you, anytime you're trying to accomplish something, anytime you're trying to achieve something, anytime you're trying to receive something that you have in mind and reach a goal, there will be doubt. You'll be wondering, am I going in the right direction? You'll be wondering, am I doing the right things? You'll be wondering if you should just give up. You'll be wondering if you should just turn around. You have to be willing to contend with yourself. And unfortunately, sometimes you have to contend with haters. I can't tell you how many people will tell you that you're crazy for doing things that you know you ought to be doing, or for trying things that you know you ought to be trying. And they're going to be people that you have to contend with. So in order to pay the price to accomplish your success, you have to prioritize, you have to take risk, you have to be willing to inconvenience yourself, you have to contend with the doubt in yourself and outside of yourself, and the E stands for endure. Every week it is my goal to remind you to endure, to never give up, to keep on fighting, because you've come too far. We are in the fourth quarter of the year, and you have to be willing to pay the price. You have to be willing to push for your success. You got to make that one strong push, that last push to reach what you thought you were going to reach. There are many of you, you said some things you were going to do in January, and here we are in October, and you haven't even started. And you're asking yourself, what happened? I know what happened. You didn't prioritize. You didn't take risk. You weren't willing to inconvenience yourself. You weren't willing to contend with the doubt inside and outside. And now you're at a point where you're going to have to endure. You're going to have to make that final push. I was talking to somebody about this today, and they gave me a great point about success. And the truth is that when you're talking about paying the price, it has to be tangible. It has to be in cash. You see, some of you want success on credit, meaning you want it now and you want to be willing to pay for it later. But you can't look at success like that. In order to get success, you have to pay a price now in order to enjoy the journey and receive the success that you want to obtain. So this is Motivational Monday, brought to you by The Bridge Builder. I hope this has motivated you to prioritize, to take risk, to inconvenience yourself, to contend with your doubt and endure. We'll be back here next Monday, same time, same place, because as long as there's a Monday, we'll be motivating you. I'll see you next Monday. Share this video. Thanks for joining us. Take care.